Well, there you have it. I got ambitious. Came out in the dead of night again while everybody was sleeping and picked the hive up, set it to the side, put the bench underneath it, but I did also complete the second bench. I just wanted to get it done, and I hurt. Oh boy. Boy, do I hurt this morning. But these things are going to be a lot better for them in case anything happens. They're pretty sturdy. I got them leveled. They tilt forward just like a degree or two. So hopefully any water that falls on these things, it won't accumulate inside. It'll drain. I mean, we can always make adjustments later once the weather starts hitting. But it's going to be warm again today. They're out and about. I got to go run an errand, so let's have a little talk. So admittedly now, yeah, those nesting tables were kind of flimsy. I knew I wasn't going to get away with it outside of like having a small nuke and a single brood box, deep brood box. Start stacking, and in the spring start having the weight of a double deep and a couple of supers, and yeah, it's no, it's not gonna work. So I'm pretty happy with what I built. They're pretty sturdy now, and in the long run we do have stuff that will attack the wood, and if you try and bury those posts, things will eat it in the soil. The soil will eat it. I don't know. Things get rotten and will collapse. It's sitting on top of the wood. Well, I try and find something maybe to spray it down with later on, tip it up, put some concrete underneath it. We'll see. Right now, the biggest purpose was to put something really sturdy underneath those things. The weather will come, the wind will come with the weather. Things do blow really, really hard, and you can't imagine the kind of thing that will blow around or blow over in the winds that we can get. Also, the weight of snow. Snow will come, even though things are protected pretty much. Oh, I keep forgetting about this. I'm in trouble. I was flying by wire this morning. I am so exhausted from doing that stuff, and it's not like this road hasn't been closed for like forever. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go on a little adventure, but it's going to be a bumpy adventure because I know there's kind of a road to get around this down here. I just haven't been there yet, so let's put this on pause for a moment, and we'll continue after I'm done hitting some bumpy dirt road. Uh-oh. What's going to stop you in the middle of the road of a wash in the back roads? But these flowering yellow bushes with bees all over them. I don't know what this is. I have no idea. I have no clue. The bees are all over it, and I have been mistaking this for that rabbit bush, but it's not rabbit bush. At least not what my rabbit bush looks like. I don't know, it could be a rabbit bush. I don't know, it's weird. But man, the bees are all over it. I don't see this around my property or up and down the roads of my property. I'm going to have to try and look this up. Wow. Because I was peeking at all the rabbit bush, and there's more and more blooming, but I don't see any bees on it yet. I wonder where these bees are coming from. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here. It's kind of spooky. There's like properties that I would imagine the inhabitants are not very keen on the kind of unknown detour that we have around a closure. So luckily it was early on a Sunday, and they're probably still sleeping off whatever Saturday night brought them, I hope. Yeah, I'm seeing more of whatever that business is driving down this section of road. I need to stop getting lost and running around the desert, because I gotta get back. I got people showing up and delivering things, and they need cash, and that's why I need to go into town, get some change. But it turns into a big old puffball with flour. I'll have to look that one up. We'll get back on that one later. I don't think I have anything that close to me. I haven't seen anything like it. There's some more of it right there. Okay, weird. The bees are all over it. Interesting. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, since I totally derailed myself, I can't even remember. Oh, I know I was saying I was super tired. Went into autopilot mode, made a left turn on a road that's been closed forever. Ever since that August downpour, they still haven't, I don't know, recertified the bridge there, or the underpass, or the flood control, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I mean, it's all cleared out, and there's no equipment there, but the K-rails are still up. I think somebody forgot. They forgot to wake the guy up and remove some K-rails and the closure signs or something. I have no clue. Anyway, I think I know what I wanted to talk about. Somebody's putting up a new house right there. Interesting. I don't come this way that often. So it's a road closure. Winter time. I mean, I keep watching all of these channels on the tubes, of course, are all talking about winterizing your bees, and what to do before winter, and the agonizing, horrible inevitability of that you're going to lose all your bees during winter, and if you don't feed them right, or if you don't have winter physiology within your bees. And oh my God, I just want to pound my head on the table. Believe me. And I just have to go back and think, you know what, I've caught swarms before. I put them in a horrible crate that I hand built. I stuck them out under a juniper bush, and they survived with a leaky roof and leaky walls and leaky bottom and wide open entrance, and just, it's just like taking them out and putting them under, I mean, worse, and putting them under a bridge in a cardboard box with no blanket. And they survived for years on their own without any intervention. I mean, eventually they died out, or absconded, or swarmed out. I mean, whatever. They eventually went somewhere else. And there was a few times even that I thought they were dead out, and next thing you know, I see some bees flapping in and out of there and chasing me off. So either new bees moved in, or the old bees were still in there and were able to rally. And I'm just thinking along the lines of the life cycle of a queen, that it was probably the same colony under that same queen. I don't know. No idea, because I never opened them. They glued the lid shut, and that was it. And after that, the first time I got into them was when I noticed that they were completely dead out. And I pulled them, opened up the lid, looked inside, saw things I didn't quite understand that I know a little bit more about now, like wax moth and that sort of thing. And there's a new colony of bees in that same box out there. Now I made a better lid because we had that torrential downpour. I made a roof for them basically that was more waterproof, so they would survive the downpour. And they seem to be doing well enough and don't want me around, so I'll leave them alone. You know, I don't know. Again, oh, and I left this on. This thing's probably blowing into that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably going to sound like a windstorm. But anyway, I just figured, you know, maybe next year I might open that hive up and cut them out, put them in a box and work them, but I don't think so. I think I'm just going to leave them alone. Right now, that's where I'm at. But back again to the winterizing business and agonizing everything else. Yeah, I think I'm going to put some fondant on top of these other two hives just to, you know, give them a little bit of extra food, especially that 5-frame. I think they could use it. But I got to stop agonizing over it. I mean, they were free to me bees. Yeah, I've got investment now in equipment. I see so many other people agonizing over their bees because they got a lot of money into their bees. You know, worst comes to worst, I can take that 5-frame and get some attractant and stick it up somewhere around the property, and I'm sure I'll catch a swarm next year if I really need to. Because I will transfer those out. They survive the winter, okay? Granted. They're going to go back into a 10-frame, and I'll have an empty 5-frame. Hopefully during the winter I'm going to build some other nukes, 2-frame, 5-frame, I don't know. Figure out the best fit for what I want to do and go from there. And just keep... these bees are pretty decent. I mean, they seem to be doing well. They have a good temperament that I'm aware of. You saw me yesterday, and I do that all the time. I don't always record it. I'll go in and I'll pop it open. I might pull a frame, I might not. But I don't get stung like all the time unless I'm doing something stupid. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. I got to get out of here.